Hello and welcome to the Prod.Cast, a podcast where we talk life, work and occasionally music. My name is Switchblades for Kids and the other half of the podcast.
Hello, it's me. It's Blake. It's Big Beetle. How we doing? How we going?
We're going to speed run this.
I hit a dab right at the start. Fucking boom. Remember dabbing?
Yeah, dude. Didn't I tell you like recently? I was like, I used to do it unironically and now.
Unironically.
Now I do it unironically.
Oh, yeah. You used to do it ironically, now it's unironically.
Because we used to like just chuck shit into the bin and then I'd be like, I'd miss. Yeah, I'd miss on purpose sort of shit. Like I'd miss on purpose and be like, check it out.
And it's not just like standing like boom. It's like you get the knees in. Dude, you're like the full angle, you know? It's like, hang on, for all you video. You got to get right down into it. Yeah. How you doing, Zach? How you going?
I'm doing really well. I mowed the lawn this morning, so I'm full of beans.
Nice. I actually whippersnipped yesterday. Jackie mowed. We got like most of the yard done. Yeah. I even cut some fucking. I trimmed some trees yesterday.
Oh. Yes, dude. How good. Did I tell you that I got those? I got like a fucking hedge shears. Or like,
nice.
I got like a hedge trimmer. And dude, I think I told you about it the last pod or maybe the pod before, but like, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Oh,
nice.
Man. We've got a ladder so that I can get even higher and like we're slowly accumulating all of the things that your grandparents had that like you're just like, why the fuck do they have that? It's like, why do you have a ladder? It's like, so I can trim the hedges.
You know what? Like this is the thing, because we as younger, we're like, don't you just need a room with a bed and a TV? Yeah. Isn't that all you need in life?
Yeah.
And then you get to a point where you're like, no, you need a lawnmower and a whippersnipper and a ride-on and a tractor and a slasher and
then you needed that ladder for so many other things, and now it's like, I don't need to grab a chair from the kitchen that I could just accidentally put my foot through, which I've done before.
Yep. Absolutely.
While all I'm doing is trying to change a light in the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's now I've got this fucking ladder that's like rated for 150
get yourself a
kilos.
Platform. Remember the platform I got?
Yeah. I looked at those and I was like, the ladder I got was like $100. It was a 150 kilo ladder.
Yeah, nice.
2 steps. It puts me up a whole extra almost meter, which is nice. But like, the platform, dude, I was really close to buying that platform.
Yeah, nice. I think you were saying that when we were there.
Yeah.
You were like looking at it for yourself. You're like, I could do. You know what's even better though? That platform, it fits my little barbecue on it. So it's not only is it a platform for me to stand on, it's adjustable height. I can reach my roof because my roof is 3 meters, right? Yeah. So I actually can't touch my ceiling, which is sick. Just quietly. Anyone who lives in a normal 2.4 meter house, and if you're tall like me, you can touch the ceiling. It sucks. Yeah. It feels claustrophobic. Yeah, I got so much headroom right now. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like my roof is a little bit bigger. Like you can't.
It might be. If you can't touch.
No, I can't reach it. Like that was a little jump.
No. Genuinely 2.4. I can like palm flat.
Oh
2.4. Like that's you know what I mean? Like because I'm like almost 1.9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw my arm in there. 2.4. Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Anyway,
dude, that's huge. Yeah. That's very tall.
40 foot vertical leap.
Got a 6. What does Doc say? He's like got a 6 foot vertical leap. 9 foot vertical leap.
Some outrageous. And you know what though? Is he lying? Because the dude is literally almost 7 foot.
He's huge, man.
He's actually huge. He's like what is he? 6'8" or something? 6'9".
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think he is 6'9".
I think he's actually 6'9".
It's too much.
The dude is massive. But how you been anyway? How's your week? How you going?
It's been. I'm not. Do you want me to pick you
Maverick's hanging out.
Maverick's here, just chilling out as well.
Oh, hey Mav.
You want to say hello?
No.
All right. No. Fucking. My week's been pretty good. Just a lot of like getting back into work. I actually started doing
actually working
stuff. Yeah, and I was
after a month of being at work.
way more. And the thing is like when I came back from like sub 1, I only had like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I got like a little bit done in that time, but it's been a long time since I've done actual work, and I was like, how the hell do I do everything that I've been trained to do?
Yeah.
It was,
Dude,
yeah.
I had that after 2 weeks. Like, I had 2 weeks off, I came back, and I was like, how do I do my job? I was like, what do I even do here? I was like, I just sat at my desk for like a good 10, 15, just, sat there like,
Yeah.
should I turn my computer on? Should I go make a coffee? I don't know. Like,
What point is it like? I'm totally fine with like just forgetting everything, or do I go out of my way to ask someone like, hey,
how do I do my job again?
give me the pointers again. I need direction once more.
Hey, do you have anything that you need me to do?
Or do you just let it ride? Do you just let it ride? You just be like, nah.
Oh, I absolutely let it ride.
You know what? I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've been at work for like a month now, and I tell you what, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Things are happening, though. Things are happening. But,
Dude, the thing is, now that we're doing these during the day, the kids like I've got one kid that thinks screaming is the funniest thing in the world, like, and will just hit the highest register, and that's Freya. Freya hits the highest register note. Like, she did it yesterday at Costco. We went to Costco, and I love going to Costco because of the food.
Dude,
get a
pizza
hot dog.
and hot dog. Yeah,
Dude,
it's so good.
I think we've talked about it so many times, and like this,
Probably
for American listeners, they're like, nah, man, these goddamn Australians, they go to Costco and all they get is a hot dog and a pizza. Like,
yeah,
you don't understand. spending what is it? Fucking, it's
Dude,
like $3 for a slice and $2 for a hot dog. And
it's like $5. It's like $5 for a hot dog, a drink, and a huge. The slice of the pizza is like a small pizza from Domino's.
Yes.
Like, it literally is. A small pizza from Domino's is like, and it's good though. This is the difference. Is the pizza from Costco is good. Hot dog is a hot dog.
Hot dog is a hot. You can't fuck a hot dog.
Well, you can. You know how you fuck a hot dog? You ask for consent.
Yeah, that's right. You bow down to the hot dog.
Yeah.
But no, dude, man, like it's such good food. I know, like it's just takeaway food. No, but like it's the thing of, for the price,
it's just the value.
So
because
good.
Fast food used to be good just because of value. It wasn't like, and it tasted alright. Like, it tasted pretty good back in the day. It wasn't nutritious. It wasn't good for you. It literally kills you. But it was. The value was good and the taste was there. Like, you got quite a lot for your your $10. Dude, remember fucking family boxes for like less than $20?
Oh, dude. I remember the
and it was like 4 drinks, 4 chips, 4 burgers.
Yeah. For $20.
So your fee, it's $5 per person.
$5 a person for essentially a small meal for $5.
If you were like all of us, $20 per person. Because we'd all order a fucking family box, and we'd all sit there and eat the entire family box to ourselves.
God.
I remember doing that with you, Beaters, Mitch, Sniff. Fucking Carl. Remember Sniff?
Yeah, I remember Sniff.
Fucking good old Carl.
Weird that we called him that, and Carl, but we called him Crowl. Weird. I thought about that dude. The other day.
Really?
Because I was talking to a mate about WoW.
Oh,
and
that's
how
all did. That was all he did.
That's all he did. And I was talking to him about how when I think it was Wrath of the Lich King was midway through, or it might have been Kata. He was talking about how he spent 24 hours and he had a level 80 character.
Yeah. He sped run well.
Yeah,
Carl used to speed run well, like a fucking virgin nerd, because he was. Because we all were.
I could not get past. I think I had like a level 34 Red Pally, Blood Elf Red Pally. That's what I remember having.
Do you know what the biggest thing I hated was that you copped less than I did, purely because it took so long for me to get to level 80 because I barely played. Compared to everyone else, I didn't play nearly as much as everyone.
Yeah.
But because I didn't give up, I copped so much shit. I was like, they were like, no good at WoW, are you? You can't even level up to 80. I was like, Zach quit at 30. and done like level 79.
Yeah, I couldn't level like 30 something, and I was just like, this game sucks. I'm gonna go and play Battlefield.
It's like I'm gonna go be a fucking jock.
Yeah, and shoot things.
And shoot things like a real man.
And I think at that point as well, I was also playing NHL like 2K. No, it wasn't even 2K. It would have been like 2008 or something like that. NHL 2008 on the Xbox.
Yeah.
It absolutely lit.
Yeah,
fucking the sickest shit.
Dude, games are just not what they used to be, Zach.
No.
Games are not what they used to be. But you know what they could be? They could be ours.
Let's talk
Zach,
game development chat.
You know what? This is a new segment in the Prod.Cast. Is video game. Zach, we started using
the game
Unity
Prod.Cast.
Engine 5. The Prod.Game.
Prod.Game. Production of the games.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah,
game production.
Unreal
Zach,
5.
we started using Unreal
5.
What? Unity?
What? Go on.
We started using Unreal Engine 5, Zach. And so one thing I used to do, this is one of the things I want to talk about. One of the things I used to do as a kid, I did this for fucking years. I did this before coming to Australia, right? I used to create worlds. I would draw out the maps, I would draw out the cities, I would draw what the kind of people look like, what weapons they used, what clothing they used. Literally, I would build a world that, and at the time, I didn't really think about it like as a video game thing. I just thought of it because I liked reading books.
Yeah.
So I thought of it more like creating a story or a world that a story for a book could take place in, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I did it so much. Anyway, the other day, Harper was like, Dad, can you play with me? I was like, what do you want to do? She's like, I want to do some craft and stuff. I was like, cool, I'll come do some drawing or something. You want to draw? She's like, yeah, let's draw. So we sat down and I was like, you know what I used to do, Harper? I was like, I used to create worlds. I used to draw up all these things and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, cool, let's do that. So anyway, we sat down and we created the Donut Kingdom. Now, this is the Donut Kingdom. So, as you can see up the top here, that's the island. Don't mind that. That was just anyway.
A little bit extra.
I think Harper wanted a bunny, so she drew a giant bunny on the thing. But anyway, this is the Donut Kingdom. There's the main city. There's another city up top, little town, little port, some mountains and forestry and shit. There's a business donut. This is businessman donut. So he's got a little. Wait, hang on. I'll try and get it a bit closer. Do you see? He's got a little suit and he's got a name badge.
So the hole isn't the mouth.
The hole. There's just a hole in the middle of their face.
Okay.
Because they're donuts.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And then you've got the pirate donut man. So he's a pirate. Obviously, he's got an eye patch.
That's the next logical fucking...
businessman to pirate man.
Yeah.
You've got your what is he? It's like the fucking trench coat with the glasses. You know what I mean?
Like a donut.
Hacker man donut.
Yeah.
You got Hacker man donut.
Yeah.
You got a guard. He's wearing some armor.
That's
right?
cool. And I like
You've
that
got
he's wearing
the house.
armor, and it still covers up the hole.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It covers the whole lot.
If things are going through the hole, it's the ultimate sign of disrespect.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're a guard and a good technique of capturing a donut man would be to shoot a little thing through his donut hole, maybe a grappling hook, and reel him in. You know what I mean? See, there's things you don't even think about in the Donut Kingdom, right?
100%.
Yeah. See, we got a little car. So this is a donut car. It's like an all-terrain donut vehicle, and see how it's a circle door?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then they got a little donut house, which has a little donut garden. There's a little donut garden there.
Can I just say, the door of the car could still be like a rectangle, and they roll in, and then something automatically adjusts.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick, right? The thing is that they have legs and arms. They're not just donuts. Yeah. So they'd still climb in, right? But the fact remains, right, that I thought it'd be a really fucking cool idea to do that. So Harper and I sat down and we talked about it all, and we were drawing it all up and everything, and I was like, this is the Donut Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And then I literally sat that back and I was like, man, making video games would be real fun.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about making video games. 100%. And then we downloaded Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
And Zach, I made something that you can literally play. There is only 2 functions that you can do, which is move and jump. But I made it.
You've got 2 core mechanics.
But this is the thing, right? Is that some of the best games ever invented were just moving and jumping. What is Super Mario?
Yeah, moving and jumping. And then every now and then you get what's the flower to shoot fucking fireballs? Yeah. And you get, I think that was even that wasn't the first game. Super Mario Brothers, I don't think you had the ability. Oh wait, maybe you did.
No, I think you did. Yeah. I'm pretty sure
that underground level, the dungeon level. Yeah, you did.
I'm pretty sure you did. But still, very
moving and jumping.
Moving and jumping for the most part. I made Super Mario Brothers.
you made a very complex looking Super Mario Brothers.
Look, you know what? Unreal Engine 5, really easy. I've done a lot of game like making in my time, right?
Yeah.
But the most that I ever used was RPG Maker.
Yep.
Now, RPG Maker was real fun. It was really, really, really cool. It was like a game to make the game. That was the cool part about it. So, because all the tile sets and everything were already in, all of the characters were there, combat mechanics were already implemented, so you didn't have to code anything. It was just building the world, like level it, like, you know, you'd do the fucking, the coolest part about it was like leveling and stuff, and you'd create a class, like you'd create your own class. You'd call it a warrior, and he uses these types of weapons and these type of armor and this, that, and this, the other, and he has these abilities, and when he gets to level 5 he unlocks cross strike, and when he gets to level 10 he on multi strike, and it does this much damage, and it's literally just like all built in, right?
Yeah.
And I genuinely made, I reckon it would have been like 1 act of a video game with dialogue and like buildings and shops and multiple different areas and heaps of combat and all this cool stuff, right? As a kid.
Yes.
I did that as a kid.
Hell
and
yes.
I'm like, I could make money doing it now.
100%. Imagine making the first act of a game and like your guys, it's all 2D top down, like Diablo-ish sort of
It was
stuff.
like JRPG, you know, like top down. Like that's what RPG Maker was like. It was like a JRPG.
That's fucking
You had
sick.
your one character, and it was like Final Fantasy, like, you know, old school Final Fantasy, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. My brother still plays 1, 2.
Wow.
and yeah, dude. And he's like trying to get me on it. I'm like, dude, I hate this.
Yeah. Look, this is the thing, right? I would right now, I would make an RPG in RPG Maker. I would never play an RPG in RPG Maker. It's just like, it's not fun for whatever. I don't feel like it's fun to play an old school like JRPG anymore, like the turn-based combat. And it's a lot. Like, it's an investment of like 80 hours normally. You know what I mean? You're normally playing for like 80 hours. But anyway, I created this with Harper, and it reignited the love of creating worlds and shit.
Yeah.
And now, I was thinking, even I think we talked a little bit before we started recording, but even last night we were playing, you know, Tarkov and shit. And while playing Tarkov, I was literally thinking to myself, I think I'd rather be making like a world, like making a video game. And I like Tarkov, and it's, but at the same time, I feel like I just play Tarkov because it's a fucking habit.
It does definitely feel like a habit.
You know what I mean?
Tarkov, it auto runs on startup.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so now I think I need to...
You've enabled yourself even more.
100%. And this was at a time when I was like on leave, and I was just like, when I start this computer, I want to play Tarkov. That's the reason I got on. And then there was that point I told you, and I was like, I think I remember telling you that day, and I was like, I want to make a video game. And that was like the start. And then I was like, well, I've got to sort of think about what I want to do. And then I got the engine, and then we started doing this. And it's you know what? Can I just hit you up with? I love the world building stuff. Like exactly what you're saying. I never got into. I think there was a time in grade 5 or 6 where one of the teachers, because we had an IT class, right? And this is like when the shared network, you could run Halo on a shared network.
Oh, dude, we played Age of Empires.
The lobbies, man.
Dude.
It was cool. You were yelling across the entire thing. Or you're trying to keep it silent. So the teacher doesn't know.
The coolest thing too was that you would just log in and you wouldn't even know if anyone else was playing, but you'd log in, go to multiplayer, and there'd be a lobby. With like 5 people in it. You're like, all right.
Like, you know, I'm jumping on this.
And then, you go in and there'd be some rather questionable names of players.
Yeah.
But it was sick. Hey, continue. Sorry.
No, that's such a nostalgic fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
When we were making this game in grade 5 or 6, it was like in this program called Game Maker. So it's like, you want to make a game, use Game Maker. It was basically I
remember Game Maker.
What I made was basically you have a actor that is all it's trying to do is avoid everything that's moving and trying to hit it, right?
Yeah.
There was no AI. There was nothing that was actually actively coming towards the player character sort of stuff, and you just had to get through a maze. That was all I made, and like it was incredibly difficult just to make that. And I didn't find it like intuitive the way like level design was and stuff like that. The next time I remember really giving a shit about trying to do something inside a game was Far Cry 2. Far Cry 2 had a level editor. Yes, dude! I lost my fucking mind when I was like, oh my God, I can edit.
Dude.
There is so much functionality to the Far Cry 2 map editor.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's like CryEngine Lite.
Yeah.
It's like you've got all of the mechanics already built in from the base game, but you're not using an engine to load all of that.
Yeah,
You're just like this. Everything you can do is make a map. And me and my brother used to make these huge like battle spaces that were just like fucking huge. Like we'd set the map size to the largest it possibly could, and then we would make forests, and we'd make like these weird routes and where rivers would naturally be and shit like that. The amount of time we spent in map editor, and then we would play each other in the map editor because there was a way to multiplayer in the map editor.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge, man. Yeah, that set me on a path right there to like start doing more, and that was when I sort of learned about I can't remember what this 2D game maker thing was, but like I hated this 2D game making thing. Yeah. And all I wanted to do was make 3D stuff.
Yeah,
so 3D game design. I think I'm really heavily leaning into 3D game design, but
that's really cool because I'm doing the opposite. I'm really leaning into 2D.
Yeah,
it's super cool, man. Because there's like a chance that we could actually combine the two as well.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of 2.5D video games out there. There's a lot of like even 3D video games that utilize. Yeah. So Octopath
cool.
Traveler in that. Like that, like it uses 2D, but then because it's on Unreal Engine, it has all the particle effects and all the shadow and the like all the cool things that come with like AAA 3D video games.
Yeah.
But processed onto 2D sprites and shit. It looks cool, man.
It does. And it looks the way lighting and particles work for like 2D, if you were just to have it 2D, lighting works in like very linear, like you're either going above or in you can go in front of the actor and stuff like that, but like once you start doing that, it's definitely 3D.
Yeah.
If you go above and over, and that's sort of it, because it's all it's all a flat line. But as soon as you like go in front or behind, 3D, and that's where you can really make some magical stuff with a 2.5D game. And I think eventually cool, man. When I like start, because like I'm still feeling very base level with this whole Unreal Engine stuff.
Yeah, so am I.
I think there is definitely a huge chance that we'll be making, like, you'll be making 2D stuff. I'll be attempting to still make 3D stuff because it's so.
Dude, well, look, this is the thing, right? The 3D stuff that we've talked about making, I want to make. I do want to make that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I genuinely, that sounds fucking cool. Like it sounds cool. And this is the thing, I'm like, I like video games, but I haven't been it hasn't been fun playing them. That's my thing, is that like I enjoy hanging out with the boys, but I don't necessarily need to play video games for that to be fun.
No.
I play video games in my off time, and I'm like I enjoy it, but it's not like I'm having a great time. Like I have a great time literally out in the fucking garden.
Yeah.
Like that's when I have like a great time.
I had a
like,
great time
this morning.
Weeds yesterday, man.
Yeah. There's one garden bed that I'm constantly pulling fucking weeds from. Like, I need to do something. We tried to do something with it, didn't work. But this morning, just quickly, this is my other thing I wanted to talk about, right? This is a gardening thing. I have many plants now, and one of those plants is a herb, and it's peppermint, right? Now, I've just never really had plants. I've never grown. I'm not a farmer, you know. I'm not a garden boy. Well, I'm trying to be now.
Do you have the green thumb?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it, right? But anyway, so I noticed that there's 4 stems on this peppermint plant. One was always flowering when I bought, because I bought it as a seedling. It was flowering already. The other 3 are flowering now. And I was like thinking, I'm like, this doesn't seem like a type of plant that you just stick in the ground and it grows. Like oregano or oregano, whatever you want to say. Like, you know, fucking all those other herbs that you literally just take a cutting from and you water it and put it in the ground and it just continues growing.
Allspice. You can you could rip like a hunk of allspice and just punch it as far into the ground as possible. And it will grow and it will not stop growing. It's it's like a weed. Allspice is a weed and it smells nice.
But peppermint, I realized, because it flowered, and what I thought about it, I was like, well, if it's flowering, in my limited knowledge of how plants work, it probably would drop the flower and there'd probably be seeds behind it. So I had a look, right? I was like, all right, tiny little flower. I had a look. I'm like, what are these black things? I like pull one of them apart. 4 seeds pop out. I was like, this is fucking rad. I was like, I just figured it out. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
actually fucking lit.
I'm a complete noob when it comes to gardening. But like, I was just in my mind, like, this is the first time where I didn't have to go to YouTube or Google or something to be like, how do I do this? I just thought to myself, well, so far, like the jalapenos, they flower and then the chili grows. I was like, capsicums, flower grows and then chili grows. I was like, so I guess in this instance, the produce is the leaves. So the flower would fall out and then I guess seeds would be behind it. Boom, there's seeds.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, there's no shot. There's no, like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm figuring this shit out.
110 fucking %. And that's like making that like cognitive leap. Is so
of
fucking
not
cool.
like using your own information
and
figuring it out. Like it's rad, dude. It is fucking cool. But anyway, that was a little thing that I just wanted to talk about. That's what I did this morning. I watered the garden and then I collected a whole bunch of peppermint seeds, and I've planted one in a little pot, little seed. I'm gonna see if I can grow another one. And just from a seed this time, from the seed of the plant that I grew in my garden. I'm doing it.
Hell yeah.
This is going to be the first one of like the child. You know what I mean? Because everything else I've grown so far has been like a throwaway or I get rid of it, or I haven't tried to seed save or anything, right? The jalapenos are going to be the next thing because they're growing like crazy. That's awesome. I reckon I've got like 40 jalapenos growing right now.
Wow, that really shot out.
Dude, it's nuts. And I planted them in like...
not even a month ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I know. There's fucking heaps of them now. It's crazy. Yeah, dude.
Holy
crap. I need to learn how to pickle them now.
Yeah, dude. Yes. 100% pickled jalapenos. Oh, dude. You need.
I'll pickle them whole.
Dude, I know you'll find this out anyway, but you need like dill leaves. I can't remember, dill seed. There's other like seeds and stuff like that, and then it's just like salty water.
It's
so
nice.
I've pickled things before. I love pickling and what's the other thing? Fermentation.
Yeah, fermenting.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest thing because that's
you about my fermentation stuff.
No, I don't think you have.
I used to make hot sauces.
Oh no, you have. You absolutely have.
Excellent. I used to ferment like chilies to make hot sauces, and it's dude, so good, so fucking good.
I want to do fermented tomatoes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so fermented tomatoes, it like basically turns them into paste. Like you pull the tomato out and it's so soft and rich, and you literally spread it like it's a jam.
Yeah.
Like it is sick, man. And like people use it for, tomato sauce and it's just
Yeah.
Dude, food is so good when it's like when it's yours.
Yeah, you put the time and effort into it tastes so much better.
I taught Harper one thing, right? If anything, I'm glad I taught her this one thing. Food tastes better when you got to work together.
Yeah. Oh, right? Yeah. That Bluey episode where they have to,
the ice cream.
Dad to fucking get in the car to get the ice cream. Yeah, 100%. It is exactly that. And my kids are slowly getting that.
Yeah, but like, so, anytime we get Indian food, Harper's like, can we walk to get it so it tastes better?
Hell yeah, we can.
I'm like, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can walk down to go get it. Because it's like a decent walk. That's the thing. It's like, it is effort. It's effort to go get it. And she like absolutely loves it. We got home, like, because she's tried Indian food, wasn't a fan, like, you know, as kids are. And we walked down there, walked back. And I told her when we started walking, I'm like, trust me, this will make the food taste better.
Yep.
She's like, how? How does that? That doesn't make sense. It's like just trust me. And so we got the food, came back, she ate it. She's like, Dad, this is the best Indian I've ever had. It's like, I told you. I told you.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway, that's look, what I had that I wanted to talk about. The world. My peppermint seeds, my garden's growing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with how it's going out there. I want to do a fucking hydroponics tower.
I've seen those, dude. They look PVC so pipe. Cool.
Yeah, I want to do one of them.
I've seen all the lettuces growing out of them. I'm like, that is just nuts.
That's exactly what I want to do. So I want to have a system, and I want to do it here so I can just get used to it. I want to have a system where it's like every Monday, take 2 lettuces, plant 2 lettuces.
I love that.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So by the time I get to the bottom of the tower, the top's grown again. So then take 2, plant 2. Take 2, plant 2. Every Monday. All year round.
Yes.
I just want to, you know what I mean? I want to build a little system for myself so that we always have lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce. And then you can do it with so many other things.
Heaps of shit, man. Heaps of shit.
Can you do it with, like, I know it sounds stupid, but like, how the fuck would you do it with tomatoes? Or do you just let the vines
You just
hang?
you need the climate. If you're in a climate where something can grow all year round, then you can do it all year round. If you're in a climate where it's seasonal, like vegetables and fruits, then you just have to grow your seasonal bit. Like, you know what I mean? There'll be some that you will grow all the time. Herbs, spices, lettuce. Tomatoes sometimes. Again, it depends on your climate. Like Queensland, the tomato plants won't necessarily die off because some places they die off.
Yeah.
I think Queensland is warm enough that they don't die off completely, and then they can refruit the next season. But yeah, I think there are some tropical places where tomatoes are all year round. I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I would say 100% because when I was trying to grow chilies and tomatoes in Darwin, my dog ate like half a plant worth of tomatoes and shit out like a whole heap of seeds against the back fence.
Oh, and you told me this. Yeah.
It grew a whole heap of fucking tomato plants out of the poop seeds, man.
Because you know what?
It's
ground. Because it's like the best compost you can get.
Dude,
it's
man.
poop.
and you know what? We've been trying to feed him tomatoes and he hasn't done it since. And all we want is fucking another.
It's like, dude, just go poop in the backyard so we can have another tomato plant.
Yeah. Well,
our dogs eat heaps of like fruit and veggies and stuff too.
Yeah.
Just because it's just raw diet, man. Peanut butter, fruits, veggies. They also eat meat and dog food, like biscuits and all that sort of shit. But like everything else is, you know, fucking raw. It's like raw food because that's what they would be eating.
Yeah, 100%. They'd eat whatever they fucking get.
They'd find what they could eat and they'd eat it. So have some berries, have some fucking carrots, have some peanut butter. Well, they wouldn't find peanut butter, but you know.
No.
Still. Hey, look, you know what? It is what it is. But,
can I talk to you about something completely unrelated?
Yeah, cool. I felt like that was enough of that. So continue,
fair enough,
please.
Fair enough. Let me just ask you something. Like, it might seem a little bit left field. Do you share your pictures of your kids to strangers? Like imagine like you're just talking to someone like on the street, and then you show them pictures of your kids. So if
they ask, if they go. Because they go, I say like, oh, I've got kids. And they're like, oh yeah, what do you got? I'm like, oh, 2-year-old boy and almost 3 and 6-year-old girl. And they're like, oh, that's nice. Then I don't show them a photo. But they go, oh, they're cute. Can I see a photo? I'm like, sure. Here's a photo of my children.
And I guarantee you, I reckon it'd be like 99% of the time if they go, oh, can I see a picture? It's a woman, right?
Oh yeah. Right? Blokes don't give a fuck. No, blokes care. They're like, cool, you got children. You love your children? That's good. Well done.
Yeah.
You know what? You trying to be a good dad?
Yeah.
Good. That's what I want to hear. As a dad, I want to hear that other dads are being good dads.
Exactly.
I don't need to see your
100%.
fucking children.
I don't care what your kids look like. The fact that you're being a good dad is good enough for me.
That's all I need to know. Are you a good dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Cool. You know what? Approval in my book. You are now. I'll talk to you. I will converse with you.
Not a scumbag? Excellent.
Yeah, literally. It's like the easiest way to tell if someone's a scumbag or not. It's like, you're a good
100%.
dad.
Yeah.
They're like, fucking kids are... I'm
man.
trying to go to the pub, and the kids are bloody holding on to me, and I'm like, you sound like a bad person.
You sound like you have a tenuous grip on fucking reality itself.
Yeah.
Let me...
I don't want to talk to that man.
Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, there's no chance I want to be fucking talking to that person. They're fucking bad people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now, let me get...
Continue.
Let me get to these people that they I think they're good people. These are good, like, genuinely nice people, because this happened to me recently. This guy fucking showed me a picture of his kids. I don't care.
No.
I don't care. But the fact that he thought, like, I cared enough, I must give off some sort of vibe. I give this vibe off a lot to a lot of people. I must look like or sound like I care enough.
Maybe
when
you just
I really don't.
Yeah, maybe it's like it looks like you're giving enough interest.
Am I a fake person? Like, do I
No, like look, here's the thing.
Weird.
This is so apparently I'm
this.
Yeah, look, apparently I'm really good for healthcare because I'm in the same boat. I come across as very, very caring, and like I'm not in the moment 100%, right? I'm like, yeah, I care about these people. As soon as they walk away, I no longer give a fuck.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yeah, I've got no interest. No interest.
I couldn't care less before I met you. Couldn't care less. As soon as you walk away, couldn't care less. It sounds terrible, but apparently that's everyone in the healthcare industry. So, you could just be like me. Like, maybe you show the interest and you care at the time, and it's like that, because you know what, they care, and you're like, that's good. Good on you for caring. Well done. You're not a scumbag. You're not a piece of shit. And maybe they just take that as you're interested.
Yeah, and so it sort of got me like thinking about the people out there. There's definitely like women is really good, because I asked this to Kim. Women are really good at like oversharing and like just talking to all their other women mates and being like, here's a picture of my kids, and no one asked, and then they always go, oh my god, no, this one, and then they those are the noises, women noises.
Man, they are. They are some noises too.
So it's very easy for them to be like, here's a picture of my kids, and then they go, oh my god, those kids are so cute. Here, a picture of my kids, and then they go, oh yeah, they care, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not out here freely going, hey, I don't know you from a grain of salt, and maybe I know you for like 5 minutes. Here's a picture of my kids. You know what I mean?
No. I cannot tell you any time where I've met someone new.
Yeah.
And I have made the call to show them my children.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation. Never in my entire life have I been like, I'm gonna say, do you want to see my kids?
No,
because I know the answer is no. No one wants to.
No.
Except for women, apparently. But no one, unless, are they here?
Yeah. It's a thing of like...
if they're here, yeah, sure. Let's have a look at your children.
I think I know people that don't know what my kids look like, and I've known them for a long time. And it doesn't affect any sort of... You know what? Actually, I've known a guy for over a year now. He doesn't know what my kids look like. I don't even think he knows what my kids' names are. And he doesn't know how old they are. He doesn't care.
No.
And you know what? Doesn't bother me. We're still really good friends. We're still really good friends. And, it's not uncommon, I don't think. And it's not... But the thing is...
I think it's a very feminine thing, though. It's a very feminine thing to
maybe
want to share the family, I guess. I don't know. Like, what I'm realizing is in our weird fucking world, the borders between masculine and feminine, they're trying to break them down. That's what it feels like, right?
Maybe. Or maybe
like
the guy that had showed me the pictures, he's just don't know. Maybe he's at that level because it is a sort of a semi-new family. Like,
look, that's probably
maybe over a year.
I think I've over. You know what I mean? I think I've gone a bit far with the breaking down the borders about showing photos of children, but
this man is just not a man anymore.
You know what? You know what it is, and this is another thing. And like again, I'm not like religious, but I actually find pride to be a problem, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I do. I think being within reason, being proud of something is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. But the problem is that it's so easy for pride to get out of hand, right? That's what it is, right? Yeah, maybe this guy's just proud of his kids and he just wants to show his kids off. Like that's not the worst thing in the world. That's what I mean. Within reason,
that's a decent amount of a good kind of pride, sort of thing.
Yeah, being proud in your kids. Yeah, 100%.
Your kid wins a fucking spelling bee. That's huge. You'd be like, hey, my kid won a fucking spelling bee. You know, that's cool.
See, I'm trying to change it from proud to thankful and in a different meaning, so a different context, right? So let's say the spelling bee, for instance, right? My kid goes and wins a spelling bee. Instead of being proud of them winning, I want to be thankful that they were given the opportunity to go there and win, right? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to change my mindset about because I myself, like I said, I just find, like I was always proud of stuff and I found myself that it was a problem for me. Yeah. Because it was like, I get out of hand if I get too prideful, right? Literally, like... Fair because enough. then you feel attacked on your pride. You know what I mean? Like it's attack on you. Yeah. You're so proud of yourself that if anyone speaks against you, like that's an insult to who you are. Yeah. And it's not. Usually it's not, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just trying to change that mentality for myself of pride, but that's just because I've had problems with being too prideful of stuff.
I fully understand what you're saying because there's and it does sound very proud to say what we're saying right now because it's like I'm a more educated, higher human being sort of thing. But it's more like I think people sort of need to know the difference between like it's being like prideful and showing off and stuff like that and just being like, oh man, don't thank me. This is just a thing that I've been able to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to big note this. This is something that I can just do. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I think should be the new normal is just being like, it's what is it? Humble, being humble. Yeah. Which is a big thing that we need, and it's a really hard thing to do while I'm actively trying to bodybuild because when I go into like the bathroom and it will just be me and I'll just be like. Just give him this big double bond, and I'll just be like,
I do it every day, right? At work. I do a sneaky flex.
Yeah, sneaky flex, and
flex because I always have a singlet on under my shirt. Yeah. So rip the shirt off. Yeah. Little sneaky flex. Just see how the boys are looking. Like, you know, shoulders are still popping up pretty well because I spoke just before the podcast, but I haven't been to the gym since we went together last, which was about 2 weeks ago. Yep. Purely because I hurt myself.
Pushed limits.
You know what? Could have been pride. Genuinely, because I said to myself, I was like, I haven't tried to bench 100 for months. Yeah. I haven't tried to bench close to 100 for months. And I was like, I'm sure I'll still be fine to bench 1 rep max. Like, I'll be good. And I did it fine. Like, it went down, it went up, fine. Yeah. Went down, slowly went up, and then I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. Yeah. So we pull it back up, rack it. But I hurt myself doing that, right? Pride. I should have just said to you, like, look, I'm not feeling it. I haven't done it for so long. I haven't gone close to it. I should have just dropped weight. But it was the pride in me that was like, no, I've done this before. I'll do it again. Like, I know I can do this. Easy done. And then I hurt myself, and now I haven't been going to the gym for 2 weeks. Yep. So, you know, pride within reason is a good thing. And but it so quickly leads to you hurting yourself. Like, because it was just, you know what I mean? Like, it was so quick. In my mind, it was just this quick little, I probably shouldn't do this. And then I was like, no.
Get out of the way.
What are you, a fucking nerd?
I'm not a pencil neck geek.
I'm not a pencil neck fucking dweeb. Okay? I'm here to lift heavy things. Yeah, okay? I'm here to see the face of God. All right? Yeah, that is what I'm here to do. Okay? And I did. And 2 weeks later, I regret doing it. Okay? Yeah, so I don't know. It's a weird one, eh?
Yeah.
It's a weird one. And like, I don't, like, again, it's because it's a sin, right? Like, it's like, that's why I said I'm not religious, but I sort of don't agree with pride because it's a sin to be prideful, even though, like, Christians that I speak to will always say that they're proud of shit.
Yeah.
Because they're a sinner like everyone else. So it is what it is. But that's anyway. I'll get into a tangent. I'll get into a tangent if I get too much into it. So I'll pull back.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion on Pride. Oh shit, Zach,
just freaking out.
Do you know who's probably also proud? And then it's music related, unless you've got more stuff.
Music industry.
Yeah.
Proud of the mess they've made for all of the artists. Let's get into it.
Oh, dude. Fuck. Yeah, what an episode.
Speaking of music, Blake.
Speaking of music, Zach, what did we listen to?
We listened to, Tate McRae. That's her name.
Tate McRae. I can't remember the album. There you go.
Think Later.
There you go. Can I just real quick?
Yes.
I fucking struggled so hard
to listen to this album. Really?
Yeah. It was. I had it in the background a couple times, but the main songs that everyone knows, they're good. Mm-hmm. But there was something about it to me, and it just felt like commercial music.
Oh, it definitely is commercial music.
Because it is all commercial music. It's literally all.
It is.
It's literally all commercial music. So I don't know, man. I
hope she wrote all these songs. I want to say I hope she wrote all these songs. And you know, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say that she did. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely not looking up on Wikipedia.
It's division of Sony Music Entertainment, and it's RCA Records. So you never know.
Think Later. Let's have a gaze at what Think Later.
Get on it.
I'm having a look.
Okay.
Look, I just struggled. I don't know. It felt very Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like it's commercial. It's mainstream commercial.
Yeah.
I just really. I don't know. I guess I wasn't in the. This wasn't the week for me to sit here and listen to commercial. You know. Music. I ended up going back to fucking Yame. I'm not gonna lie.
No shit.
Fucking love that album, dude. It's so good. Look, so I did give it a listen. Greedy is a good song. I do like Greedy. Greedy is it's entertaining to listen to. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have a look at who wrote this album. I'm guessing she does because she's a singer and songwriter
and a dancer.
And okay, here we go. Writers. Yeah. So she's a writer on every single song. A lot of sorry, there's banging on my door and it seems to be my son. There's lots of other writers, and it looks like for the most part it's the same ones on most of the songs. This Ryan Tedder.
Yeah. So this is where I'm looking at the
he's
writers.
One Republic. He's the front man of One Republic. Yeah. There you go. Ryan Benjamin Tedder is best known as the front man for One Republic. He also wrote or co-wrote on all of these songs. He also produced just about every song. Yeah. There's also Amy Allen. She writes songs for Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes, Selena Gomez. So there's a lot of big, writers, songwriters, producers who have been, I guess, involved in this album. Yeah. It does seem like, she and this Ryan Tedder man, they absolutely wrote together. This is writing together, and that's where I think, unless you can be perfectly in symmetry with that other person, you're not going to get like your own thoughts out unless the other, you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, you can't be completely open. You'll still have like your guards up and stuff like that, and you won't be able to purposefully express exactly what you'd want to say in your medium, which would be, in her case, songwriting. And that's why a lot of this does feel very commercial, very ready for radio. And even though maybe that's exactly what her sound is, I feel like this, like if her next album or maybe the album after that is really experimental sort of stuff. You know how like Childish Gambino did Because of the Internet? And that was like him absolutely raw on a fucking plate. And it was delicious. Dude,
Kanye did the same fucking thing. Tyler, the Creator, did the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And you've got these perfect experimental albums where they're delicious.
Yeah. I know. You know, I agree because she can look. It seems like she can write songs, whether it's all her or majority her. I don't know, but seems like she can write some songs.
Yeah.
She can sing.
Yeah.
She can sing. So I agree. There's a lot of potential for her if she was to actually release an album where it was purely her. Yeah. I would like to see that. I would like to see an album where it was just Tate McRae and it was just her writing her music and you know, not having assistance from. But mind you, we might not see that because maybe she doesn't write a lot of it. I don't know. I don't know this person. I know her music through ads. You know what I mean? Through mainstream radio and shit like that.
100%,
that's the only. But I had never heard of this woman in my life before. We talked about her last week.
No.
That's the first time I had ever heard of her. And then the first song we listened to, Greedy, I was like, oh, fuck, I don't fucking song.
Yeah, I know this. And then that 1035 with Tiesto, that made a lot more sense now. And I was just like, oh, man,
is it X's? I think X's is a really big one as well. You know, there's quite a few on there that I know. But at the same time, I'd never heard of this woman before in my life. Isn't that weird?
It is.
Isn't that a weird thing when you think about it? It's like, there's a song, she has a song, 1.3 billion streams, right?
Yeah.
Greedy, 727 million streams, right? How did I not know? And I know these songs, even to the point where I know the chorus of Greedy word for word before I even knew who this person was. How does that happen? Yeah. I'm just trying, like, I'm not, like, accusing anything. I don't get it. Where did I hear? Because I don't listen to the radio.
Could it be like the thing of
was Greedy in a movie that I watched? You know what I mean?
It would be exactly the TikTok music, the Instagram music.
Of course. Yeah. So
you got to remember that, and I think just recently Sony has taken away all of the TikTok, or it's the other way around. TikTok has taken away all of Sony's privileges. I think
it's because Sony wanted money or something.
And TikTok wasn't going to.
It's always money related. You know what I mean? And TikTok were like, we don't care because Kato on the track, he's a really good producer. He's produced for like Kanye and heaps of people, right? And he was talking about it recently that it's. You know, people shouldn't really be upset about it anyway because all it's going to do actually is it's just going to give smaller artists a bigger platform to produce better music because they're taking away all the big artists from TikTok, right? All the music. So then people just need to find good music to use in their TikToks to make a new fucking TikTok trend or whatever the fuck they're going to do. So now people have to search for different music and maybe smaller artists that people don't know about.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like
Drake's no longer on TikTok. You got to find another commercial fucking. His music's not on because of the Sony thing. You know, you got to find another person who's.
It's like Drake, Taylor Swift, fucking. There's that other Taylor Swift alike, but it's not her. There's so many people. There's so many people that are now not on that platform anymore, and maybe I don't know. Tate McRae might still be on there, maybe not, but The reason that you know this person and don't know this person at the same time is probably because you've seen it in like the passing videos.
1,000 shorts.
And it's because it's like the music is so ready for export. Export through a video medium that's only going to be watched for the 30 seconds or the 20 seconds, you know what I mean? Weird to think about that you can know a song word for word, don't know who the fuck this person is.
Yeah, it's just for it to be so big. Yeah. For that song to be so big, but her name to not be that big. Like, is my head stuck under a rock or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know how I don't know her name. That's the thing that gets me.
Do you know that song that's like? Na, 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 na. It's that drum and bass fucking like song.
Oh yeah,
we'll go back to strangers.
Yeah.
That has 500 million fucking listens just on Spotify, right? What's her name?
Oh fuck, I do know it. I actually follow her.
For real? Okay.
I've got. Yeah, her songs are in my playlist.
Oh, okay. Like Paris. Paris is also in there because I really like these songs. Only in my mind. And that's
what's her name?
Kenya Grace.
That's it. Fuck.
Kenya Grace.
Yeah.
So
I did know, like I do.
Really sick songs.
You put me on the spot, but I do know her, and I have quite a few of her songs in my in my playlist.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because she makes sick drum and bass, man.
Yes. Yeah. And I only found,
and she's an independent artist, and she made #1 with Strangers in the UK.
I had no idea who this person was, and I've heard this song so many times. And it was only because of listening to Tate McRae, it finished the album and then played this song straight away. And I was like, oh my God, that's that fucking song that I've heard on the radio fucking 100 times. And I don't know who the hell it is. Yeah. And then looked at it, I was like, Kenya Grace. Oh, awesome. And then it played, and because I liked the Strangers song, it played Paris and it played Only in My Mind. I was like, oh my God, these other songs are fucking bangers. Maybe her entire fucking catalogue is bangers.
She's pretty good.
Spoiler alert, it's all fucking bangers.
Yeah.
Kenya Grace.
We should probably give her a go at some time, I reckon.
She doesn't have a major release. She has singles.
Singles. Yeah. That's why I said we should probably, when she releases an album.
Yeah, 110 fucking %. We would listen to Kenya Grace. I'm gonna give her a follow because this is the first time I've followed an artist in
Spotify.
In Spotify in so fucking long. I the last person I followed, who was it? Sick Kick? Sleep Token? True. There we go.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's the last time. That's the last time. Anyway, back to the album.
Back to the album. Look.
I want to give it more than I want to give it, honestly. Because I liked it.
Yeah, and look, it's not bad. It's actually, I think, not objectively, but I think on the masses, people agree it's not a bad album because it has fucking billions of streams. So it can't be bad. Well, subjective. But
it can't be, but it also could be.
It could be in some people's eyes. It could be bad in some people's eyes. But in my eyes, it's not bad. I just didn't vibe with it this week. And maybe I'll try give it another listen, like during the week this time, and see next week I'll let you know if I was able to get into it again, because sometimes that happens. What was one of the last ones that happened recently, and then we came back and we're like, this is fucking it?
Jeez. Oh. Yeah, no, I can't.
It's been a while. This is the thing. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been like, wasn't like, I don't know, I'll try and give it another go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I think it might have been like some fucking rap or something, a hip hop album or something. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I'm going to give it, just because it's obviously done really well commercially. Zach, I'm going to give it a 7.
Oh, all right.
I do like Greedy. I like Greedy. I like X's. They're alright songs. Like, they're good. The chorus in Greedy is lit.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's done, and the album is done amazingly well. And it sounds pretty good. It's a 7. You know what I mean? Like, it's above average, but not by much.
Fair enough.
6.5. 6.5.
Oh wow. All right. Yeah. All right. It's going
because
down.
I said no. Because I said it's above average, but not by much. 7 feels too far for that.
That's fair enough. Let me just tell you what I think, though, because if you keep talking, that score's going to keep getting lower. Let me tell you.
It's a 2. It's a 2. Never listening to this. It's a 1. It's a 0.5.
Plummeting. Look. Let me be really brief. This album, when I started listening to it, I felt the exact same way. I was like, this is super, it's like hyper commercialized, ready for radio. There's no point in listening to it because it's regurgitated garbage that's going to be filtered out for the rest of eternity. You will never see this again, sort of stuff. And then I started listening to it more and more, and I think I went through about 8 or 9 iterations of this album. Like, to the point when I think it would have been the 5th listen through, I went, as soon as it ended, and I went to that Stranger song, I listened to the Stranger song because I fucking dig Kenya Grace, and then I restarted the album. I didn't just let it play. So I restarted, I went to the point of, I'm going to fully immerse into this album. And Cut My Hair, absolute fucking banger of a song. Yeah. The first fucking hit, straight off the fucking bat, is an absolute hit of a song. There's a lot of vocal processing that happens on this album that I find really, really, really interesting, where it's like she's whoever's done the vocal processing for her like takes has reduced the bit rate and also distorted the shit out of it, so that
I did notice that it was like weird. You know, this is what I like, is that you're really good at like pinpointing what it sort of sounds like they did technically, and I just say it sound weird, man.
Sound kind of weird. No,
sound weird, man.
So this was a technique that I found a long, long time ago that could be done in FL Studio, where it was like, how do you make vocals that sound like Drake? Because Drake also does the same thing. And maybe it's the same thing that happened here. So it's in FL Studio as well. So what they do is they can take the bit rate down, or they downsample it. And, And what'll happen is it takes away a lot of the harsh S's. It makes the plosives, so like the P's and the B's and the, you know, all those sort of stuff. Yeah, it takes away a lot of the power of that, so you don't get a lot of the bass that like would punch through. And what it ends up doing is you get like this really like blocky sort of vocal just from downsampling it. And then when you distort it, you get those mini peaks again. So you get like an S that has more sh to it instead of a s. You know, the sizzle. You get more of the shush instead of the tss,
and instead of the sizzle, it's the shush.
Yeah. So
it's an SH instead of an S.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but it makes it a little bit spikier. So it's more Yeah. So
what?
Oh.
I've got more knocking on my door. Hang on, guys, I'm still gone.
We're almost
there.
Uncle Zach is gushing over an album. So really cool vocal processing. I found that really, really cool, and especially for a voice that has a really decent range. She puts in a lot of work for this sort of stuff. I'm not going to even talk about her dancing. I didn't watch any dance or anything like that.
Oh, neither did I. I didn't know that she does dancing.
It says in her thing, Calgary native. She's Canadian.
Canada,
Canada, singer, songwriter, and dancer. I'm just focusing on the first two because the last one, I don't care. I don't care how
it's
good
like Chris
of a dancer
Brown.
you are. Yeah,
you know what I mean. You're like, do we listen to a Chris Brown album and go? We go like, you know, his dancing wasn't on point in this album.
This is like Neo.
Dude, that's R&B. It's like all R&B artists.
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna wrap it up because like as much as I really like talking about this album, there's a lot of really good songs on here. Think Later was an absolute hit for me, especially it put me back on. Jeez, I thought he just like flew off the chair. Think Later being so late in the album, it really perked me back up to like listening to the album. So it's like, you know, you like ride the roller coaster of the album. Think Later picked me back up because listening to like I think it was Calgary or it was Guilty Conscience, something there. It was something around there, took me back down, and then Plastic Palm Trees actually was lit. Plastic Palm Trees, a really, really fucking cool song. Round off the end of the album. Really, really cool song.
Nice.
Overall, I like it enough to recommend it to other people that I think would like it. You know when you
fair enough.
You know when you're like, oh man, I would recommend Sleep Token to people.
I would recommend it to everyone.
Exactly. I would recommend Sleep Token to everyone. I would recommend Tate McRae, or at least specifically this album. I'd recommend it to Kim. I'd say, hey, you should listen to this album. I think it's good enough to listen to in its entirety, and I think you would enjoy it.
I'd say Jackie probably would enjoy it. I know she would, because she enjoys the songs that, like, I started playing them. She was like, you're listening to this? I was like, yeah. She's like, I know all of these songs. Like, she's like, I know these songs. I know this person. I was like, yeah, well, this is what we listen to.
Yeah. And so I'm at that point where this album, I could definitely be like, I would know people that would be like, you know what, I would listen to that. So I'd recommend it to them. And in saying that, I'm going to give it an 8.
Nice.
It's an 8 for me, because it's got enough in it that makes my brain tingle. You know what I mean? It makes, as far as like lyrics and stuff like that, that doesn't, it's engaging enough. But the work that sort of has gone into the album, I can definitely appreciate it.
Look, this is the thing with lyrics. It's one of those things where I feel, in my opinion, like the best lyrics are always the ones that are written for a reason, right? Not necessarily lyrics written to fit a song, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just from my experience, what I found is that the lyrics that fucking pop, is the ones that they wrote years ago, and then it just happened that these lyrics fit this specific song. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, can I give you a little bit of weird history, music history?
Yes, absolutely, you can.
So, Kurt from Nirvana, right?
Mr. Cobain.
Mr. Cobain. The guy that is a really good painter. Now, he did an entire wall in like 2 seconds flat. Well, let me talk about his writing the like music songwriting stuff. He would always say, "Don't worry about the lyrics. Don't worry about the songwriting. We got to do the music first. The music is always first." And the lyrics he wrote, if you look at some of the lyrics, doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
Some of them are like little stories. Like if you listen to Polly from the not the first album, but the first album. You listen to Polly. Yeah, I know. Music nerds, it's not actually the first album. Never mind, isn't the first album. It's like, oh, well. Not a great.
I think you'll find that's not actually the first album.
Oh, man. I don't know why I did that. That's so dumb. But like Polly and Something in the Way, there are songs on there that do have like, it's a story, but like he was literally just him making sure that the music was really good first. And then he was like, you know what, this story would really fit over this song. It's maybe I'm wrong. No, because there's always a place for I wrote these lyrics fucking ages ago, or I just wrote these lyrics now, and now I need to make a song that fits these lyrics, or I don't care about the lyrics, I just want to make a good song, and then you accidentally make really good lyrics that fit with a good song. It can work both ways, and you get good music.
But you know what? One thing that like instantly sort of debunks what I say. I guess not debunks because it's not like fire fucking banging lyrics. But man's not hot now.
You know, even better is Kanye West's that fucking scoop-dee-whoop.
And all because Drake wanted that beat. And Kanye was like, "No, I'm having this beat," and made Scoop Diddy Poop.
Scoop-dee-whoop-dee poop.
Scoop-dee-whoop-dee poop. Oh man, you know what? We say it all the time. It's subjective.
Yeah, music very
Someone
subjective.
might find Scoop Diddy Poop to be the best lyrics on earth,
man.
and someone might find it not to be. Who's to say anyone's wrong? Because it's subjective and no one's wrong. So
I guess right. And for that we don't apologize. Actually,
I'll never apologize for anything.
I will say this though. Sorry for party rocking.
Oh, sorry for party rocking. Zach, are we listening to LMFAO next?
We're listening to LMFAO. Sorry for party rocking. It's going to be huge. 2011. We're going back. Get your big pants on and the neon socks and bras and stuff like that. And we're going to just start
back when
shuffling.
Life was
the running man.
Back when life was so much better.
Back in the day.
Literally only 13 years ago. I say only. I said only.
Only.
How is it 13 years ago that this album was released?
Oh, man. Only
that means that there are people
years.
who are 13 years old. 13-year-olds right now were born in the same year that party. Oh, man.
Yeah, and they don't know how to do the Running Man.
Oh, man.
They don't know how to do the Running Man.
It makes me feel real old.
Yeah. Well, prepare to feel even older because you're going to be going down a trip down memory lane listening to Sorry for Party Rocking from the 2011 album from LMFAO.
Dude, so keen.
I'm very keen to listen to this album for my entire week drive to work. I'm excited. With hits like Sexy and I Know It, the Sorry for Party Rocking, put that ass to work.
Champagne showers?
Best night, yeah, champagne showers. And I'm in Miami, bitch. With shots? Shots to round off the album?
I could give you a fucking
a review now.
Review of it right now, but we're not going to.
We're going to give everyone that's listening to the podcast right now a whole week to listen to Sorry for Party Rocking. That's what we're going to give you. 16 songs, 58 minutes and 48 seconds. It's from 2011. It's from LMFAO. They were brothers, weren't they, or cousins?
I was uncle and nephew.
Uncle and nephew.
Yeah. Red Foo and whatever the uncle's name was, and
Sky Blue.
That's it. Is it Sky Blue?
Sky Blue. Red Foo and Sky Blue. Yeah.
And they were Kiwis, I believe.
Yeah.
But born in America, I think. I think the uncle might have been born in New Zealand, but so Sky Blue. But I think Red Foo was born in the States.
Nephew Sky Blue.
Oh,
Sky Blue
Red Foo was the uncle.
Red Foo was the uncle.
Oh, I always thought Red Foo was the nephew.
They were born in Los Angeles.
Oh, they were both born.
So yeah, they're Kiwis born in Los Angeles. So yeah, no wonder they absolutely hit it off.
Well, they're first generation Americans, aren't they?
You know what I want to listen to next as well? There's like Pitbull or Flow Rider or something. Like we go all the way back to like.
Let's listen to some hits of 2012.
Yeah, some old like Lil Jon or
funnily
Far
enough,
East Movement.
2000. Yeah. Was 2012? Is that when we went to Good Things? Not Good Things.
Wait, where is it?
No. That's Future. No, I didn't go to Future. Stereosonic.
I never went to Stereosonic.
Oh, I saw Avicii, Tiesto.
Oh no,
I think that was 2012.
We went to Future 2013.
Yeah, okay. I went to Stereo 2012 because I remember I went to Stereo and then you guys were like, "We're going to Future," and I was like, "I don't think I'm going to go to this one."
Because remember, I think I know Beaters was there.
Yeah, he went to both.
Yeah, and there was what was it? We heard Antidote with Swedish House Mafia and Skrillex, and there is nowhere. Knife Party, that's what it was. Yeah, we heard that like 4 or 5 times that entire day, and we're like, my god, it's that song. There is nowhere.
Don't You Worry Child was the year before.
Yeah.
Don't You Worry. Yeah. Everyone played their own version of Don't You Worry Child, and I heard it like 7 times that day.
Yeah, dude.
Even Bingo Players played it. Do you remember Rattle from Bingo Players? Yeah, I saw them. I only knew the one song.
When I was working at Mac, my mate's dad, he said, it sounds like a Down syndrome kid playing a Casio.
Hey, that's so good. Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny, man.
Yeah, that's the shit you hear, man. The shit you hear from like 60-year-old dudes that are just like, I don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
I'm going to be like that at 30.
Yeah.
I turned 30 this year. It's coming up real quick smart. But anyways,
really
I think we should probably wrap this up.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. First of all, do we have any fucking voice messages?
I love that you remind me of this. I used to do the same for you.
Yeah.
And now how the turntables.
How the turns have tabled. Dude.
All right. So let me just say this. It's not loading. Something's weird.
Oh.
Oh wait, hold up. No. If you want to avoid this embarrassing moment where we stare at a screen and nothing comes up, what you can do for us is jump in and give us a voicemail. Pick up your phone, go to your keypad.
Tell us about the artificial scarcity of Vienna bread.
That's right. We want to hear
That's
more.
Never going. I don't know who that man was.
Yeah.
But thank you, because I'm never letting that go. Just so you're aware, sir, if you still listen, if you're listening right now, the artificial scarcity of Vienna bread will forever be on my mind.
it's sticking, dude, because it's artificial scarcity, not just with Vienna bread, but other random things.
There's just heaps of random stuff that there's an artificial scarcity of. There's no reason for there to be a scarcity, but they've made one.
Dude, you know what? Actually, this sounds like a guy that went into like a business class You know what I mean?
Probably.
He did like studied business at university sort of shit. That's what that sounds like. But if you want us...
If you also want to tell us about the artificial scarcity of Vienna bread, Zach, what do they do?
They pick up the phone, they go to the keypad, they type in the number +61 7 5641 1080, and you can leave us a voicemail. You can leave us a meme, a message, a suggestion for the album of the week, or if you just want to leave us like absolutely bamboozled with the artificial scarcity of Vienna bread, you can absolutely do that. That number again is +61 7 5641 1080. And if you don't know how to do the plus, you just hold the 0 down on your smartphone and it'll do a plus. So that's, I don't know, maybe that might have been the limiting factor for a lot of people.
Maybe.
Remember that the number is also in the description of this podcast and video. So you can also get it right there. Other than that, should we just wrap it up? We're just going to wrap it up.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Thank you so much for listening. You're beautiful. You made it this far. Let's get to the end.
Tell us if you prefer us to be recording during the day, because I do, because I'm much louder and I get to laugh and I get to yell. Yeah. And I get to be an idiot. Yeah. And I don't have to worry about waking up children because they're already awake.
They're already awake and screaming.
Yeah, they're screaming themselves.
So, thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, leave a rating as well. So do all of the buttons. Make sure you leave get the notification bells done so that you can keep up to date with everything that we release. We are releasing a lot of shorts that are made by AI, which is really, it's new for us, and we're just sort of trying it out. And it seems
I'm using it for free right now. I can do it once a month. I'm just going to slowly redo all of our episodes, and we'll see what happens.
100%. And I really enjoy it. Some of the content that comes out of that, where AI has chosen this is the funny bit.
Yeah.
It's sometimes really fucking funny.
Dude, it even gives me a scale of how good it thinks it'll do.
I love that. We'll keep using it. And you know what? You can tell us if you enjoy it as well by jumping onto our YouTube channel and liking and doing all of the buttons there. Watch the shorts in our YouTube video. And if you want to watch this entire podcast again, because of course you do, you want to see all the visual gags that we do. Yeah, jump into our YouTube.
Dabbing.
And, you'll find us if you type in the Prod.Cast and Prod. I believe as well. There are, get this, I did a little SEO check for us on YouTube. There are other Prod.Casts.
There's heaps. There's like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, so ridiculous. And but the best thing is,
none are the Prod.Cast. They are all the Prod.Cast. None of them have dot.
Yeah, and they're doing it like it's like Prod.Cast UK and there's heaps of them, but it doesn't matter. We're the original Prod.Cast.
We're the only Australian podcast.
The only Australian podcast, and we're also
number 5 on Good Pods.
Number 5 on
for
Good
producer
Pods.
podcasts.
We are ranked.
We're ranked in the top 5 all-time producer podcasts, and 100%. We're in like top 100 of a whole bunch of other podcasts on Good Pods.
Yeah. I love that.
It's like comedy and like music and like a whole bunch of stuff. Like we're not very high ranking in those ones, but top 5 on producer.
Yeah.
So that's nuts.
100%. If you're
we beat every other podcast just quietly.
Fucking % we did.
We literally did.
Yeah. Every other podcast. We're not only the only Australian podcast. We're the best podcast.
We're the best producer podcast.
The best producer Prod.Cast. God damn. What else we got? Make sure you check us out on all of our other social medias as well.
Yes.
Like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, where you can leave us messages as well. Leave comments. Talk to us there. Enjoy the videos. Enjoy the content. We do check these things. We do get notifications, and we love hearing from you guys. If you want to start up some sort of advice column with us, let's do it. Speaking of ways to get in contact with us, get onto our Discord where we just love playing games and talking shit. If we're not there every night, someone is definitely there. You can just jump in and talk shit and play games. We're currently in the process of making video games as well. So if you're like, man, I really enjoy making video games, or I want to learn as well, come in and just be like, hey, I've done graphic design for 0 years, and we'll be like, that's awesome, same. bro, same. But yeah, if you're feeling like, man, I need a place to go and talk to people about doing anything, come on in. It's Prod. on if you want to try and discover us.
Just look at our links. Look at our links.
There's links
in the show notes.
Yeah.
Go to all the things.
That's right. And if you want to go to even more things, make sure you check out Blake_Bentley TV. That's where you're going to find this man. Big, beautiful Blake.
Hello.
Make sure you check him out.
I'll be honest. If you want to see more of what's on this podcast, just stay on the podcast because I'm not doing anything else other than cheer political stuff on anything else, which is why I don't bring it into this podcast because this is a geopolitical free as much as possible because I do far too much everywhere else. So that's all you got on my podcast. But if you want to follow me, Blake_Bentley TV. There you go.
Fair enough. And make sure the Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure you follow him. And if you want to listen to his music, which is absolutely banging, make sure you hit him up on Blake Bentley on Spotify. Also wherever else you get your music, because we made a sweet fucking sick ass song called Late Night Texting. And
it's very good.
And make sure you jump on that. If you want to see more of my face, it's Switchblades for Kids, all one word. Follow me on every social media. I'm very SEO friendly, which means search engine optimization. I kind of remembered that, but I would just say
I almost got a job in SEO, just quietly.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah,
because
very
the
close.
guy used to play WoW.
Because he used to play WoW, and he and I talked about playing WoW for like half an hour, and then he was like, I want to offer you the job, but you need to start tomorrow. Damn! I was like, damn it! But anyway, continue. Sorry.
All right. Well, make sure you check out my music on Spotify as well, where you can just listen to like Frog Trap or I don't know, Lavender Plates. There's other stuff as well. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's going to do it from all of us here at the Prod.Cast. It's thank you for listening. You're absolutely beautiful. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And if it's the weekend, my God, party hard. That's what we've been doing.
As hard as possible.
Check your gardens. Start growing some plants. Give your missus a kiss on the lips. And if you don't have a missus, kiss your dad. Right on the lips.
If you don't have a dad, that sucks.
You can kiss animals. Too far.
That's bestiality, friend. Anyway, is that us? Is that it? I'm covered in sweat. I'd like to.
All right, fair enough. Let's get the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you next Thursday. Mwah. Wait, check this out. Not wearing pants.
I'm done. I'm absolutely.
Yeah.